short instant. Well, false also instant. Hello everyone, this is the Pouncy Channel, and today I'm doing a review of The Witcher Season 2. Let's go on this dark, sexy journey after all this holiday pleasure we had. And I'm going a little late because usually I go around 8, right? So, where's 9, but holiday stuff going on. Let's start off. I'm going to split this review into 3 people like that. Jennifer, Garo, and series like that, and tell her what was close to the books and what's not close to the books, because and what I dislike and liked about it. This basically like took a little bit of the inspiration from like Blood of Elf and Last Wish like that, and a little bit of inspiration from the games, but a lot of new stuff put into it. Like I was like, oh cool. So this has like new people doing the other people's storylines. I was like, okay, it's kind of like Game of Thrones, giving people other people's storylines to them, and I'm like, okay. Now, let's start with Garo. His storyline is basically learning how to become a father, and like basically do what his father did not do. Well, his war model did, like basically was his father like that, and do something different like that, and like learning not to be too controlling of Cersei and starting training her like that and treating her with more like responsibility and try to help her to be able to survive like that. She's getting tougher. They have little issues like this, but they're starting to become family over again. The older of the villain is this powerful ancient witch girl, like the witch demon thing. It doesn't have a body anymore, but she's a spirit. She's messing with everybody. And kind of like the books, everybody wants a piece of like series like that because she's the prophesized to save the elf like that because of elven blood, save Melthgar, the world like this, or for her title because she's the son of the lioness. So they want to capture her and marry her off to claim her land like that. I'm not gonna spoil the whole ending to you, but the emperors in this like that. If you know the books or the game, the emperors and it's like that of Melthgar shows up like that. And I'm gonna tell you all this. I'm gonna spoil the whole thing, but yeah, like Garo's like journey this year was pretty good. Lions were a very small story like that. He was more like a supporting war like this for a couple episodes like this. Basically, like, help him out places like this. You see him in the little torture scene happens. Jennifer says something like that, but yeah, Garo has like the first episode. I will spoil the first episode. It's basically Beauty and the Beast like that with Beast's pig face cousin like that, and he Garo meets this guy. You find out he saved the kid's life when he was a kid like that. Because Garo's like I think 70 or 80 years old like this. He told a story like, hey, once I was a kid, I tried to make my father proud of me. I fight this like weird creature. The creature beat the crap out of me. Garo chopped his head off. Told my dad I killed one of the creatures, and he was proud of me. And he's like, yeah, I got cursed because I was drunk. I went to this temple. Actually, it cursed me like this, And like, how do you break the curse with love, trust, like that? And Garo finds out there's a vampire there, and the vampire is the beast's lover, and she gets hold of Cersei, and the beast has to kill her. And Garo finishes off. The beast turns back to him because he killed the woman he loved like that. And like he's like, please, Garo, just kill me. But then Garo's like, no. And this comes from the Last Wish. Garo's like this. Well, you're mortal now. You do it yourself. Bye, peace out. And I'm like, God, you piece of shit. I was like, you not gonna cover the guy or try to help him out after you murder the woman he loves like that. I was like, oh, but at least his curse is broke like that. And the other witches was given. No, this is Cersei's style. She is so full of rage and frustration like that, and fear, and she wants vengeance like that. So she's learning how to accept who she is and discover what she really is, what kind of power she has, and to give up her hatred like that for the greater good, and train just for the right reason like that. Not train for vengeance, not train for hatred, but train to better herself as a warrior and better herself like this. And she wants to become a witcher, but she doesn't need to become a witcher like this, So like she learns how to find her own way, her own path like this, knowing the best of the Witcher side and the best of the Witcher people side, like the Witchers like that. So she finds this like this, and she has little vigils of this badass ancient demon witch girl too. So No, that happens still like this, but you see how truthfully powerful it is, and her ancestry is like this, you know. We all know her ancestry. She's descended from a powerful royal blood freaking elf girl like this, like that. So she goes on. She finds Garrett as a father figure. They become very close like that. And the other witches respect her because she busts her ass like so much and passes all the trial. Not even being a witcher herself like that. She just busted her ass and was able to do all the training they did like that. So they gained respect for her like that. Garrett has to kill basically one of his best friends. He grew up with like that because he got basically mutated into a creature because the creature like impregnated him with a seed like that, and they feel like these creatures are mutating. So what's going on like that? So something's going on the show like different political. Well, one thing I love about season 2 is you see the world building and you see the different factions like that. The Witcher, the Witches Guild, like the Warlocks like this, all want different kind of political thing like this. You see them looking for this, and the lords and the kings all want searching for their own prize like that. You know, so you see different factions growing up, little elements from the book, and if you love the games. You know the waifs, the creature of the waif guys, the other universe like that. Well, they had a glimpse of that in this show like this, and you know the waif wants Ceres to breed with their king like that to make a special child. So I was like, oh, cool. So they really are true because I remember in the first season, like we have enough to off the books to make 7 seasons. So if they add in the game lore to it, they can easily do 10 seasons like this. I give this season a solid 10. It built the lore factor. The action was way better like this. It was way more emotional like that. Gary, you understand him more like this. He's way more intelligent like that. Cersei, her character very much a lot better in this one like this. And Jennifer, some things happen in this. This is the thing that I like. In the book, in the game, she never loses her power. But in this show, she uses her power for a little bit, and she gets it back somehow like that. I'm not gonna tell you how she gets it, but part of her journey is to learn how not to fuck people over and get what you want like that, and be happy with what you have like that. And I thought she always should know that from last season like this. So, but I give this season a solid 9.5 like that. You know, I like the changes. I can't wait for the next third season of this. It's been confirmed by Netflix they're making a third season like this, and yeah. They said they can probably do 7. I think they'll probably do 10 seasons of The Witcher like that. What do you think about the show? Do you think the season 2 was good? Do you think it was crappy? Tell me your point of view of season 2 like this. And do you like the elements of the game they put in the show like that? You know. And what do you think is happening in the third season of this? So, guys, like, subscribe, and comment, and tell me what you thought of The Witcher season 2. And you have a blessing New Year's like that. And I'm going live on Friday like that, telling my New Year's resolution, all this, and some other things like this. You have a fun week, and may God be with you, I guess. Also, alaikum salam, and like, subscribe, and comment, please, and have a blessed week.